prefab for islanders, some new islands. And YouTube just changed its setup, so we'll have to figure that out. Oh, please let me know if this is working. Did you miss anything of what I've said? This is really confusing and new. See, this is how the new YouTube streaming setup looks like. And when I started streaming, I basically could already see myself here, but apparently you need to click another button to start streaming, which makes it really hard to start the beginning of the stream, in my opinion. Jesus. I was already happily explaining, oh yeah, this is how the island generator looks. And nothing was happening. That's amusing and also a little annoying. Okay, but let me show you how the how the island generator works for islanders. It's pretty fun. There are a bunch of different island generators actually. For example, this generator is specialized on islands that look like this, that have a mountain in the middle and a bunch of random stuff around it. Yeah, that's a little too many wireframes. Can we please not show them? Huh. So all of these islands look a little similar, but also obviously vastly different. Whenever I hit the generate button. Please give me some feedback. If this is the stream up now? Is the sound fine? Is everything fine? What did YouTube do? Yeah, I think they tried to make it better, but I haven't seen that before, so I was just pretty confused by what was going on. Yeah. So that is for a generator that can generate this kind of island. Let's take one that generates vastly different islands. For example, this generator here is specialized in generating islands that look somewhat like this. And then whenever an island is generated in-game, one of these generators is picked randomly, and that one generates an island. And this leads to a very huge variety in the islands that you can get, because there are different island generators, and then every island generator by itself is also capable of generating quite a couple of different islands. One thing to note is also that the color schemes are completely detached from generating the geometry. We also have a random color generator, which is located here. No, that's the wrong one. Here. And as you can see, the exact same islands can have a bunch of different colors. Those are randomly generated as well. Oh yeah, this one looks kind of nice. That's a place where I'd like to build my city. By the way, Islanders comes out 4th of April. If you haven't checked it out on Steam yet, you can do that now. Link to that is in the description. Okay, seems like everything's good. Stream looks good. Islands made up of islands. How did you make everything to save? Plugin or what? No. We wrote our own save script. That's a question I can answer sometime as well, but let's focus on the island generator for today. I'll try to keep that in mind, Leon, okay? And answer it in one of the future making-ofs. Wait a couple. Yeah. So the problem we have at the moment is that the start island always looks like this. Or not exactly like this, but the variety in the start islands is not very high. And this is something I would like to change in this live stream. As you can see here, the start island always has a little bit of a mountain, and a little bit of sand, and a couple of trees, which is kind of good. It makes the beginning of the game pretty consistent. You can't really get super lucky or super unlucky with your starting island, which is definitely something we should try to keep. So we should try to make a new balanced island that also feels vastly different from all of the ones this island generator here can generate. So that's gonna be quite a challenge, but it's the challenge we're gonna tackle in this stream. If you have any ideas how we could make that happen, if you have any ideas for island shapes, please let me know. Yeah, now we can see a little more action in stream. I was already pretty confused and worried earlier when I was showing you all of this stuff and nobody was writing anything in chat, and I thought, well, is this completely uninteresting? Okay, but this looks nice. A tutorial about saving sandbox games would be amazing, to be honest. Yeah. I can give you the quick answer is we just save the positions of all of these objects here. Some of the objects have, oh no, I was wrong. They don't have ID objects attached to them. Ah, yeah, they have ID objects attached to them. See, this tree has a structure ID object, and this one has ID 44, and that is saved somewhere in a list. And then we can save a list of IDs and positions, and then we can reconstruct the level from that list of IDs and positions. Put everything back where it was supposed to be, and then a lot of the geometry is just generated again with the same seed. So we don't need to save the position of these rocks down here, because the level generator can just create that again. Cool. So let me show you how this level. Oh, did I already do that? I'm pretty confused because I'm doing this for the second time around. The way these islands are generated is piece by piece. This is basically step one. Step one is just the basic geometry. A little bit of a small hill and a sand plane on the ground. And if you want, we can break that down even further. We deactivate that, then we can see step one is literally just placing a sand plane on the ground. Very, very easy, very basic. And then the next step is placing these rocks. The next step would be placing a couple of ruins on top of these rocks. And for all of the things that are placed, we have a bunch of rules that we can specify here. The possible positions, possible scales, possible rotations. Here you can see with these sliders here, we can set the minimum and the maximum scale of every object, and where we want it to be placed, and how many of the objects we want to have placed. But honestly, so far, placing these objects is pretty simple and straightforward because there are no super special rules. They're just stuffed into each other. As you can see here, that one is just bloop, overlapping. And for some reason, that still looks kind of good. Probably due to the simplistic art style that we chose. I bet there are some art styles where just stuffing your meshes into each other would definitely not work, but for us it works just fine. And now I activated the next step of the process, which is placing these little decoration rocks all over the island. And they're just dropped onto the island from the top, boop, 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 and they just land wherever they land. And I assume they have some additional settings as well. Oh yeah, they have quite a couple of settings. They even have a heat map where we want most of those rocks to fall, and then we can push them towards edges. Because some objects look a little weird if they're just lying around out in the open. So these big cosmetics are placed next. After that, we place the resources. Resources include trees and flowers. And then in the very last step, we place a bunch of small cosmetics like grass. If we zoom in here, we can see these little grass shafts. They're placed at the very end because they're not really all that important. They just make everything look a little bit nicer. And in the last step, we also generate the clouds. I can't see the clouds. Oh yeah, I can see the clouds here. Here's a cloud plane. No, here. Yeah. So those are generated as well, and these little waves on the ocean are placed by the level generator as well. And that in total makes for a pretty nice looking island. Let's have a look at that in game so you can get a bit of a sense of how that looks if you haven't seen the game before, but yeah, in theory you should have. I made quite a bit of content about it on my channel already. And the game comes out 4th of April. If you haven't checked the Steam page out yet, link to that is in the description. Ah, geez, also the chat window is a lot longer now, so. Make a bagel-shaped island. Yeah, that would be a cool idea. Not sure if it would be fitting for the start island. Oh yeah, that's still a save game from a game that I played earlier. Vincent, gotta go soon. Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Did you make the island yourself or got it from the asset store? I got it from the island generator. And the island generator was made by us. We didn't get that from the asset store. We just have a couple of good programmers and a couple of good artists. One on our team. So yeah, we made that. It's a pretty decent starting island. It has pretty much all we need. It's not too big, it's not too overwhelming, so a lot of the properties of this starting island are already pretty decent. Did you work on Superflight 2? No. I was not involved in the development of Superflight. Friedemann and Paul made that without me in a slightly different team constellation. And I joined their team for Islanders. A moving island. Oh, that would be hard to implement. I don't think the game is built for stuff like that. How big is the team you work with? Yeah, I made it sound a lot bigger than it actually is. We're 3 people. Team of 3 students, basically. We started this project as a student project at game school. And now we're finishing it off. Yeah, we're a very small team, so that's probably also one of the reasons why we decided to make a very simple game. Okay, but it still looks nice. I even got started with my first island in the last live stream. Unfortunately, you didn't see that. So let's do it again. Or see what I have already, because it's really not a lot. Here are all of the island generators. Here. I'll just build that step by step. Now let's deactivate all of the crap we don't need so far. Should be a pretty straightforward workflow. But it's also kind of an interesting workflow, because you don't just build one island, you basically build an infinite amount of islands and they all have to work somehow. Pretty crazy. I think there are 3, yeah. That can be confirmed by me. Okay, now let me replace this prefab. I can't remember, how did I call it? Already made one I wanted to use, but there are too many prefabs. Ah yeah, here. Mountain with bridge. And let's see what happens. Oh, geez. I just wanted to create one of them, but two looks kind of cool as well. Nice. Okay, now let's do one though. And this is already outside of the generator range, which is probably due to the misplaced pivot point of this prefab. Mountain with bridge. Can I somehow change the pivot position of that? I think there's only one way to do that. Create a new empty game object, put that in there, put the position to 0. Oh no. Okay, this looks like the pivot should be in the center. Which means I'll delete this prefab, we don't need it anymore, and use this with a better pivot point instead. And now if I hit generate, we get a nice error message. Because there's no mesh filter attached. Oh geez, there's quite a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, see, that's just weird stuff you're fighting with in Unity all the time. But should be a problem we can resolve. How did you get to game school? Did you have good grades? Yeah. But grades do not really matter for the game school I went to. I went to HTW Berlin Bachelor Game Design. It's a great school, can recommend, and the professors there helped us quite a bit with this game, actually. Gave us quite a bit of feedback. And also I think I learned quite a bit there. And they do not care about your grades whatsoever. You basically send an application with some creative stuff you made. And then they decide if they want to have you or not. Dang it, what do we do with this prefab? That's kind of annoying. I'll build it from scratch. We'll have two of these mountains next to each other, and then maybe I'll just parent them into the bridge. Maybe that works a little better. Yeah, that might work. Okay. Now we put those two into the bridge. Call this island or bridge with mountains. Run that into an original prefab, and now maybe we can finally make this work the way I want it to work. Is the generator still in here? No. Island generator 16. Don't need that. Don't need any of that. And then here we'll finally create bridge with mountain, and want to create one of these. Here we go, generate. No, why does it only have one mountain? Okay, but we're getting closer. Also, this bridge is getting transformed in some really unpleasant ways. Gonna make sure that doesn't happen. I think this is the only prefab we need to build though. What? Why is that over here? Oh, generator, will you please generate? Yes, thank you. Maybe we should have some Zend below that. Let's check. What if we put some grass below that? That could work as well. A bit of a curved grass plane. What is happening? Seems like that was not the correct object. Yeah. I like that. Maybe that could even be a sand plane. Or what you think? A little bit of a curved sand plane. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Just gotta make sure these rocks are a little higher. That's kind of cool. I mean, the bridge always looks pretty similar. But hey, we're not done yet. Also, I think our artist will make a second pass on whatever I build here anyway. Because obviously I cannot be trusted with this. As you can clearly tell by me messing around with this. Okay, sorry, let me read chat. Sometimes I don't really pay attention to chat. And, oh geez, now you even have a giant curve here with your viewer numbers. I don't want to see that crap, YouTube. Look at that. I don't want to see that curve. I just want to focus on building islands. There is some way to hide that? No, of course not. If I want to see chat, I need to have a look at that curve as well. What's my PC specs? I have no idea, but it's a good one. PSP specifications, please. I've been asked quite a bit. I've got to check if there's a way to look that up. There probably is, but let's not do it now. Island looks good? Okay. Will your game be available for Mac or will it be Windows only? We'll try our best to bring it out for Mac as well. Not quite sure if we'll be able to get that done before launch. Two looks nice, but they should not clip together. Oh, they misunderstood something. Probably some sort of portfolio. Yeah, that's exactly it. You said that one big island was from a game you played before. But how does Unity Engine save those things in editor? It's just saved into a text file or XML file. And Unity doesn't care if it's running in an editor or in an executable. It's just saved to a separate file. Okay, I mean, in general, I'm quite happy with this. Can also select a list of sand planes. This way we don't get a couple more different shapes for the sand, but I feel like that makes it a little unfair. Sometimes the sand plane feels quite a lot smaller or bigger. Let's try to reduce the randomness for the shape a little bit, maybe. No, pretty cool islands though, so far. I wonder what this mountain's black steep is. Let's check out what that does if we add that. Oh, not really anything. How does it look if we add some ruins to this? Oh, this for some reason is glitched really stupidly into the wall, but it still looks good. Oh no. Yeah, the ruin is completely on top of the bridge. Yeah, no, let's not do these kinds of ruins. And let's just enable a bunch of cosmetics and resources and see how this looks as a finished island. Pretty cute. So this is the mountain with bridge, and this is mountain detailed. Maybe we can select the basic mountain detailed for this. That one is too big. Just trying to add a bit more variety to this somehow. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Oops, so I definitely feel like we're getting a bit more variety. Where is it now? Oh, somewhere here. Maybe we should play around on this island to see how it plays. Let's save all of this, apply all. Oops. I didn't mean to apply this though. Very nice. Now we can put that in here as our start island. Start bridge and play around. Let's see how this plays. See, that happens when you change one of the islands. Looks a little broken. That's because I saved this with an old version. But once we hit new game, it should be all good again. Looks like quite a fun island to play on. Let's see. Oh, what's going on with the colors? Interesting, haven't seen that before. I think that's a bug. But who knows, maybe one of my team members decided that all of the text needs to be black now. Who knows? It's a cute little island, I like it. No, that is definitely a bug because we can't even see whether these numbers are positive or negative. Interesting. Okay, and in terms of space and everything, I feel like this island is pretty fair. Because now these mills cannot be placed anywhere down here. It's quite reasonable. Quite similar to the other starting islands. I feel like we could definitely use a little more variety in terms of how these bridges here look. So I managed to beat the island. Let's try another one. Yeah, looks quite cool as well. No. That is not good. No. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's... Guess one way to fix that is not to allow this detailed mountain here to be spawned all that close to the bridge. The bridge is spawned very close to the center, and these mountain details should not be spawned anywhere close to the center. Okay, but maybe also not too far from the center. Should be a little lower potentially. That is a little too low. Yeah, it's a bit of balancing all of this out here. Okay, nice. I think I'll build a couple of variations of this bridge part of the island that will allow us to create quite a bit more variety for this. But in general, this is already pretty reasonable. Okay, cool. Once again, let's apply all of the changes. Apply all. And let's find the prefab. Reach. I think we'll have time for another island after that. So if you have any ideas, let me know. For now, the only suggestion I got from chat was a donut island. If I don't get any better suggestions, we'll try to make a donut island. Even though I'm not sure if we can make a donut this small. Dang it. Now one of the problems with changing this is that everything is pivoted to the bridge. Meaning that I cannot really change the bridge. Maybe something like this. Maybe. This is B. And this will be an original prefab. Let's do one more. Just replace the mesh of this. Let's do a broken bridge. That looks kind of neat. This will be C. Oh, this already also needs to go in here. Original prefab. Nice. Now we have 3 different ones that we can use. Okay, let's find where the game objects lists are. Can delete that. That one is outdated. Prefabs, resources, Asset lists, very nice. And this one will be called Bridge Islands with Bridge. And it will contain the 3 objects we just created: island or bridge A, B, and C. And then if our artist feels like it, he can make a couple more. But I feel like that should be sufficient to create quite a variety of bridge islands. So now instead of just one bridge object, let me deselect that. I'll select a collection of bridge objects. Islands with bridge. And now we should start seeing those broken bridges in there as well. A mining island, maybe. What exactly do you mean with a mining island? Fabian, hey, welcome. We have a job for you, 1 hour per day on average, for tutoring one of our employees. I'm sorry, not interested. Thanks for the offer though. Do not have a lot of time at the moment. Why am I testing the island generator in here? That is not really time efficient. Let's do it here. Generate. Come on, show me that broken bridge. Okay, well, at the very least we have that other bridge in here already. That's nice. I feel like maybe I should put that on the other side so it gets the same scale as this, because this scaled around randomly. Yeah, makes for some interesting islands at times. I would say we'll leave the details up to our artist. Oh yeah, I like this one. This looks nice. Just in that one prefab, I want this bridge part to be on the other side. more or less aligned with that bridge piece back here. Would be nice. Yeah, maybe like this. Oh, is the sand plane not touching the water? That's how it's supposed to look, but that's not how it looks. No. Okay. Y offset. Let's change the Y offset. Okay, now it's underwater. At least a little bit, so we get that nice blue outline around the sand. That's definitely important to make it feel connected to the water. Cool. Okay, let's test that one more time in game and then move on to the next island, because we still have quite a bit more time. Apply all. Let's check it out. An island with a mine. And one that has a mine on it. Oh, I think I should not have changed the offset of the sand. Was probably right before. Oopsie doopsie. There was a sand plane that was entirely underwater. That's not what we want. No, 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 no. Now let's put that back to whatever it was before. An island with mines and a little cave, maybe some crystals or other stuff, etc. That's a good idea. I'll put that on the list. Unfortunately, I think it's not something we'll be able to make happen today, because that would require a bunch of new assets. I'll put it on the island idea list. It's noted. for future updates potentially. Yeah, I like that broken bridge, looks pretty juicy. Oh, the color's correct now? Oh yeah, nice. The colors are working again. That's weird. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of space on this island, not gonna lie. But should definitely be enough to reach those 200 points you need to go to the next one. Oh, another brewery. Oh, where will I put that? There's not enough space. Okay, but now I can go to the next island. And here we have a lot more space. That's one of the other island presets. Okay, maybe a little bit of rebalancing. Maybe we should have a little more space on this island. What if we make the sand plane slightly bigger? Oh, the mountain bridge at the moment has no variance whatsoever. Let's add a little bit of variance there. Yeah, okay. I think I'll let the artist worry about the details of how this looks. In general, these are pretty decent. And now we should also have a little more space. Oh yeah, that one definitely has quite a bit of space. Almost seems a little overpowered now. Let's try to make this a bit more consistent by only choosing the curved sand planes. Sand curved. Because the round one has a lot more space than the curved sand planes. And these should help to balance it out a little bit. Cool. Cool. I'd say this one is done. Boop. Apply all. One very last test run. And go. Really get used to this new YouTube UI. Maybe an island that goes very high. A stair island. What is the maximum score that you can reach? It's pretty high, because in theory you can keep going forever. I mean, I think level island 20 is so hard that you cannot really beat it, but in theory there's an open end. You could in theory make a score that is infinity. I don't know. But in practice that is probably not possible because the difficulty just caps it somewhere. Yeah, that is a pretty nice starting island. I like that one. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. A little bit of space down here. Let's try one more. Sometimes you get kind of addicted to seeing more and more islands. Just one more. One more island. Yeah, that one is kind of pretty as well, except for the fact that the bridge is not going very far into the water. It's fine. Friedemann will worry about it. Okay, next island. For now I like the stair island idea the best. Taking more suggestions now if you have any. So far we had Donut Island, Mining Island, and High Stair Island. What I like about High Stair Island is that I can create it without making any new models or meshes. And Donut Island would probably be a good idea for a bigger island. Not exactly sure about us making that into a small starting island. Oh no, I ran out of water. What a pity. Okay, let's call this one stair or start stair stairs. Turn that into an original prefab. And then follow the same process, following that step by step. Let's start out with mountain detailed. Okay, so I have an idea how we could make these stairs work. Oh geez, my voice is leaving me already. I'll get some more water. We'll be back in a sec. And now I'll just stop talking as much. Oh no, I don't want my voice to leave me again. Please stay here, voice. Very nice. So I think I'll just create one of these detailed mountains with a pretty fixed scale at the center. No sand, please. And let's make that even higher. Cool. Duplicate that twice. High. Then we'll have medium and low. Okay, I should really stop talking. Nice, so now we have our beautiful stair islands. Oh, the position is set to relative. That's a pretty cool result sometimes. Sometimes not really. Oh wait, is there... Oopsie doopsie doopsie. There are some unwanted mountains in there. Yeah, they've definitely all gotta be a little bigger. Yeah. Looks reasonable. Maybe the one at the top should even be a little bigger. I kind of like that. Stair island was a nice idea. Now the question is, should it also have sand or not? I feel like already has enough space for a starting island, so we probably don't even need any additional sand or stuff like that. Maybe we can have a small sand plane for decoration. So we can have a little bit of sand peeking out here or there. That's quite a bit. can allow that sand to be quite a bit smaller, I think, so maybe sometimes it disappears completely below that island, which is fine as well. And sometimes we'll have it peek out a little bit, which is a cool little detail, visually speaking, in my opinion. Have a little bit of a very small beach on a very steep island, and then of course let's... Oh, should we try ruins on this island? Let's try that. No. Doesn't work like this. Dropping a couple of trees and resources here and there. Okay, pretty cool. Stair island type was a nice idea. What does this look like? Okay, cool. Let's apply all, save all of this, and test it out. Island generator 17. Are you German? Yes, I am. Guess my accent gives me away. Maybe very small islands that are connected with wooden platforms. Yeah, but you can build them yourself. But that would be a cool idea as well. Right, there's not really a reason why there couldn't be a couple of pre-placed wooden platforms in a level. Maybe a ruin on top, yeah, that might work. But honestly, I think as my voice is leaving me now, we should probably not keep extending the stream any longer than necessary, which is a shame. I don't want to lose my voice again. Okay, I think this island is actually a little too high. Just slightly. It's too close to the camera. Feels a little weird, a little too high. Override reference transform. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that still looks pretty high. Dang it. We want it to be high, but we don't want it to be inside of the camera. This is the video I wanted. Really? Or are you saying that ironically? Ah, which you have to connect with these wooden platforms. Ah, now I see. Yeah, that's a good idea as well. Okay, now I feel like the distance from the camera is okay. And it's definitely an island type we didn't have before. That's pretty cool. Just that statue down there. Come on. I'm not gonna allow that statue to be placed on sand because on sand it's pretty much unreachable. Resources, statue, and here I can just say it cannot be spawned on sand, only on grass and on stone. Apply those changes and try again. Yes, it is the video you wanted. Okay, that's glad to hear that. Okay. Oh, this one actually turned out pretty nice. Kinda feel like playing a city on this one. Yeah, I like this. This is good. This is a good one. Okay, now the question is what happens if we add all of our new insel types in here. We say there are 3 island types. IG01. I just switched to German accidentally. That happens sometimes. No, I wanted 16. Very nice. 1, 16, 17. And now we should have a pretty nice variety of starting islands, because now one of the island generators we have will be picked as the starting island. And now we have 3 different island generators for the starting island. So that should obviously lead to a quite bigger variety in general. Oh yeah, look at that. Don't worry, that won't happen in the final game. That just happens when you change a lot of stuff in game. We have islands like this now. Let's see if we can get a different one. No, that is the initial island prefab. That is the initial island prefab as well. Come on, give us a different one. No. Give us a different one. Let's hope this isn't broken. Oh, come on, this cannot be true. Something's wrong. Was this really pure? Come on. This cannot be pure coincidence. Let me look into that. Starting island, bridge, stairs. Who? Hope that is not a bug. Let's see. Oh no, don't tell me it always picks the first one. No, it always picks the first one. Okay, whatever. These new islands we created are nice though. I especially like the stair one. And that is a bug I'll fix in a sec after the stream. That is not a nice bug. Glad I found that. How did I make the sound for this game? I did not make the sound for this game. The sound was once again made by our artist, Friedemann. Everything that looks and sounds good about this game is his fault. I basically didn't do anything. No, that's not true. I just built 2 new beautiful islands. The only thing I did for this project. Yeah, I really like these stair islands. Very nice, very good idea. Whose idea was it? I forgot. I think I just have bad luck. Maybe. But that was too much bad luck. Gotta be a bug and not just bad luck. Okay, I'd say we'll end the stream here. If you have any more questions, suggestions or ideas for the game, let me know now. Otherwise, I would like to thank you very much for watching, but I'll be reading chat for a couple more minutes, and then we call it a day. Hope this gave you an insight in how the island generation works, how this entire workflow works. Islanders comes out 4th of April. Check out the link in the description to see the Steam page of this game. Wish lists are highly appreciated, and I'll make a more in-depth video of how the island generator works sometime in the future, and try to condense that information down into a 10-minute video. Because yeah, I totally understand not everybody wants to watch a 2-hour live stream in order to see how the island generator works. And then I can show you all of the other stuff you're interested in, how the saving, the loading works. I can show you all of that, no problem. Just gotta remember to do it. Oh no, don't have a good place for the sawmill. Yeah, maybe down here. Yeah, it's a cute little island. Nice, nice. Maybe it needs a little more space, I don't know. I'll figure that out after a bit more playtesting. Definitely feels like I'm running out of space quite quickly. But that was also the case on the other starting islands. Oh, and I have a little more space down here. Nice. Oh no, where are all the flowers? Oh, don't tell me they are in the terrain. I can see some trees there. Okay, they're not in the terrain, they're just under this building, which isn't exactly perfect either, but it's okay, I guess. That's okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let me read if there are any more questions. Cool, no more questions. That is very nice. That means thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this gave you some interesting insights, and I'll see you tomorrow with another live stream. Bye!